Hi everyone, this is the module 11 of the course, which will be about getting data from multiple tables. This module contains things that are very useful in practical analysis. Up till this point, we have done analysis of data from one table only, but in a practical scenario, data is stored in multiple tables. In this module, we will learn how to get data from multiple tables using something known as joins. The topics we will be covering in this module are as follows. First, we will define what a join is and try to understand the need for joins. Next, we will look into the different types of joins. Then we'll try to get an intuition on when to use which type of join. Let's start and learn why we need joins. Before we discuss why we need joins, it's important to understand what a join is. Join is just a clause in MySQL which helps us retrieve data from multiple tables. Let's take a practical example where let's say we are developing a job portal database. Just thinking from a product standpoint, we will have users coming on the portal and they apply to jobs. Each user can apply to multiple jobs and in turn each job can be applied by multiple users. So we would need some table to store user information. Another database for storing information is for job details and yet another for storing who applies to which job. Now let's look at the database design, what it might look like. Now database design in itself is a vast topic, so we won't go much into it, but I'm giving you this example so you understand the intuition of why we would have multiple tables in a database in the first place. So first we have the user details table, which has different fields like user ID, which is the identification key for the user, the name of the user, designation, and salary of the users. Also, we have job details table, which has the ID, which is again the identification key, but this time for the job. And then we have the job title, and then we have the company where the job posting is, and the designation and salary offered in the job. And the designation. In order to store the data of which users applied to which particular job, we are having another table called applies. And this table is storing the ID of the user and ID of the job. So basically what it says, the user number 1 here, which is Maya, has applied to job number 3. Let's go, job number 3, senior data scientist for a Singapore-based startup. So see it for a moment. Try to internalize what exactly happening here. Similarly, the user 2, let's go up, which is David, apply to job ID number 2, which is head of product for ABC Corporation. Next one is user number 3, let's go up. User number 3 is Daniel, and I got the user number 3 details from user details table. And then here, job ID number 2, which is head of product ABC Corporation. So as you can see here, both David and Daniel, user IDs 2 and 3, have applied to job ID number 2, which is the head of product for ABC Corporation. And the last one is 4, user ID 4 is Ali, and he has applied to job number 1. Let's go here. Job number 1 is investment professional for a VC fund, and the position is hedge fund manager. So this is what we have for different type of tables we see in a database. Now let's say I want to know the names of all people who have applied to job ID number 2. So I want to get the names of all people who applied job number 2, which is the head of product for ABC Corporation. And I also want to know not only the name, but also their current designation, salary, and the job designation and hiring company which they apply to. So what I want really is I want to pick up job ID number 2 here. Find out who are the users who have applied to job ID 2, which are user number 2 and user number 3, as you see here. So for user ID 2 and 3, we need to go user details table. 2 and 3, David and Daniel. After I find out their names, I want to know their current designation and salary. So current designation and salary is from user details table. Then also for the job, I want to find out the hiring company. So they apply job number 2. So I want to find out hiring company and the job designation. So as you can see here, there are some fields I want in the result come from user details table, which are designation and salary from here, and some fields to come from the job details table, which is hiring company and job designation. Now there is no way I can find it out using only one table because the data itself is out there in 3 different tables. So let's see how we would probably do it. This is what the example results will look like. Here, expected result, name of user, current designation, current salary, job applied designation, and hiring company. So what I want is, I want David to go to here and then get his current designation, which is marketing head, his current salary, and then which job he applied to, which is the head of product I got from the applies table. Head of product and the hiring company. Now let's see how we did manually, how we actually figured all these things out. So first I queried the applies table, as you see here. With job ID 2, figured out who were the users, number 2 and number 3. So then I went to user details table, went to user details ID number 2 and number 3, get their designation and salary. Then for job ID number 2, I went to job details table, got the hiring company and designation from out there, and we blend all the results and got this final result. Now all these things can be done using a simple single and very elegant query using something known as join clause, as we will see in the next video in MySQL. So in summary, joins help us to get data from multiple tables on the fly in one single query. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will look into different types of joins.